Hello, welcome to Gardening with Miss Kate. Today we are going to propagate green onions. Here I have my onions and a glass of water. And one other thing, I have scissors. These are sharp, so I would be careful with these and make sure you have a parent or guardian watching you use these. So to get started, I am going to cut a little above the white part of the plant. That's the root. So I'm going to cut and bam! This is going to ensure new and healthy shoots grow, so we have a new and healthy green onion plant. And look at all these onions! Great cutting, guys! Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. My goodness, I'm gonna have so many onions now. One other thing. Put it in a cup of water, and this is going to not only show us how the roots are growing, but it's going to hydrate your plants as they grow.
Hi everyone, Miss Kate here, and 2 weeks have passed, and these green onions are huge. So what we're going to do to end the experiment, we're going to move the green onions into a new pot right here. This is just going to help them grow better, and it's going to make sure the roots don't get harmed. When you do plant your green onions into the pot, just be careful with the roots. They're a little fragile being in water, so just be careful with that. All right, now let's get planting. So far, I've put a little bit of soil in here. And some of you might already be asking, why is she planting inside? It's been a little gloomy and cold out, so I just brought the pots in here. I have a pan to put everything in so we don't have as much of a mess. I know my hand's a little dirty, so not very successful. So I put a little bit of soil already in the pot as the base or foundation. And I'm going to start with, and they're a little tied together. We're going to start with this fella. Just be careful with him. This is pretty much stacking them. Stack them a little. But this is going to be a great addition to your garden. Now you have like a steady supply of green onions because now you know how to propagate to make more. So you're all set. Okay. I know what I'm making tonight. Something with green onions in it. We're going to actually use the water they were in. And now we have our green onions planted safe and sound. Here, I made sure they were all secure by patting in the dirt. And this was the propagation episode of Gardening with Miss Kate. I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is a really cool science experiment, especially for me, watching them grow day by day. They grow really fast. You could say like a weed, but we won't offend them today. But overall, this is a really cool experiment, especially for me. And like I said, you can propagate pretty much any plant. Most of the time, you can propagate a succulent because they're also a hardy plant like the green onion. You can propagate the leaves by taking off the leaves off a dying plant and putting it on a moist towelette and waiting until the ends of the leaves callus over and you see roots grow. Always make sure you water and keep the towelette moist, and then you can plant it. I hope you have learned something new. I know I have, and I hope you have also enjoyed this episode. Stay safe and keep gardening. Like I always say, it's always a process. We learn from our mistakes, and we continue to grow as gardeners. Have a good one, guys.